of Fairfax EarthCare is a member of the EarthCare program of Unity Worldwide Ministries, where we work to foster a sense of oneness with our earth home.
Native plants are important. We utilize them as much as possible here at Unity. They are already adapted to the local climate and local soil conditions. They provide food, nectar, pollen, and seeds for native butterflies, insects, and birds and other animals. If you use native plants versus non-native, you will save time, energy, and resources, because native plants require much less water, fertilizer, and pesticides. They also prevent water runoff and add to improving the air quality. They also decrease the need for mowers and other equipment that contributes to air pollution. So that's why we feel native plants are very important here and at your home.
Pete and I are standing in front of a critical feature here on Unity of Fairfax. This is the Riparian Buffer, and it's defined as the last opportunity to clean water before it goes into your watershed. So if you can imagine this place earlier when nothing was here, hardly any trees, we have literally filled this with native trees and native plants in order to clean water and filter it. We have also down here, as you see, when the stormwater rushes in, we have boulders in the path, which splashes the water out and helps water the various vegetation.
And we've built 3 small ponds, vernal ponds, whose purpose is to hold the water temporarily until it can be soaked into the ground. Again, part of slowing the water for stormwater management.
And those vernal ponds increase our biodiversity. They allow us to add wetland plants, and that also brings a different type of insect and pollinators and animals to our property.
My name is Casey Tarr, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Sonia Wilder, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Pete Clifford, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Rick Hartley, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Mary Brown, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Mac, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Beverly Ellis, and I'm part of EarthCare.
My name is Anita Hartley, and I'm part of EarthCare.
This is one of the 5 bird boxes we have here on the campus at Unity of Fairfax. These Bluebird Boxes are part of the Virginia Bluebird Society Trail, and I monitor these boxes once a week along with some helpers, and we report back to the Bluebird Society about the number of eggs that have been laid, how many have hatched, how many fledged, and we clean them out and just take general care of them. This setup here, the pipe-soaked apple and the mesh is to protect the bird box from a snake predator attack, and this Noel guard on the front is to protect the eggs inside from a raccoon trying to reach in and get to the eggs. Again, there's 5 boxes, and this is one of them.
This behind me is the green roof. This is really the central feature on our property. Everything else that EarthCare does is to basically help this preserve the water and clean it. This green roof is planted, and at one time we had a roof that was only a 1/4 inch thick. This one's now 6 inches thick. The green roof insulates, it holds water so that storm water doesn't flow rapidly. It dilates the storm water, and it's easier to maintain. There are a lot of good features to the green roof, and we have a consciousness of a congregation here that has said, do this. Even though it's 3 times as expensive, in the long run, it's the best thing for the environment, cleaning water.
About 4 of us or more served on the Labyrinth Committee in 2016 to 2018, almost 2 years, to design this labyrinth that our church board approved after about 10 years of requesting it. It's beautifully made by a professional company. Rick and I were two of the people that visited many, many labyrinths around the Washington, D.C. area. None is as beautiful as ours, I don't think. So we welcome everybody to use it. It's a church membership gift to the wide community. It isn't just for Unity members. We invite everyone to participate and bring them to our grounds. It's important to add that the labyrinth at Unity of Fairfax not only we helped to design it, the EarthCare Committee, but we pledged to landscape it. All landscaping was done by the EarthCare team, and to maintain that landscaping.
Environmental awareness is important to Unity of Fairfax, not just the adults, but also for the children. Our youth program is blessed to be able to be mentored and supported by the Unity of Fairfax EarthCare group. A project we're doing now, we are painting poles to make a playground. And our Unity of Fairfax EarthCare is supporting us in this and helping us to find a place that we will make our own youth program spot on the grounds.
I'm going to talk about the Stonewall Garden behind our sanctuary. 20 years ago, when the building was constructed, the hillside that you see behind me had no vegetation on it whatsoever. It was water was eroding the hillside, and our minister asked whether we could put some flowers back here and do something to stop the erosion, since our sanctuary windows are right here. We built this 81-foot stone wall behind us and filled it with dirt and planted native plants that you see here. We have a variety of plants, and with each season they change, and we have color and fresh plants back here almost year-round, including peonies, hydrangeas, roses, the Linton flowers, and many other native plants.
I'm going to talk about steps that we can take at home for the environment and supporting environmental policy. In addition to the environmental practices we have on our grounds and the buildings, energy audit, recycling, LED lights, we also want to encourage us all to see what we can do at home. So we provide information on the website and on displays that we create for Earth Day and other times throughout the year. We have ideas on environmentally friendly gardening, conserving energy and water and other resources. And we also talk about the communities that are impacted, the people who live near where resources are extracted or where plastic is produced, and the workers in the fields where pesticides are applied. And in addition to these individual actions, we also support policy. We attend forums with local officials, climate rallies, and Unity of Fairfax is a member of FACS, Faith Alliance for Climate Solutions. It's an organization of faith communities that work with local and state governments to lead in energy conservation and environmental stewardship. So EarthCare, we keep up on the research so we can find the best ways that we can all work together to protect the air, the water, and natural beauty for everyone.
I'm going to talk to you about the meditation garden, the serenity of this place, and I'm going to take you on a walk through the meditation garden. As you come this way, you'll see the entrance to our garden. We open our garden so that anyone can come in at any time and enjoy our garden. This garden was set up mainly by Rick and Pete And I sort of assist them and help them to keep the maintenance of the garden up. As you look in here, you'll see a variety of plants, but most of the plants in here are plants that love shade. On the other garden you have seen, it was mainly a sun garden. The sun provided a lot of energy to the plants over there. You may see a lot of blossoms and blooms. The shade garden is a little different, but it's still very peaceful and enjoyable. As I move up here, you will see some of the plants here, especially the ferns and what have you, that love shade. You won't see that in the other gardens we had, because these plants are deeply involved in growing in the shade. You'll see some other plants, such as the bleeding hearts that are around. You'll see other plants such as Song of Solomon here. We have other plants here which I don't exactly know the name, but they are well established. They return every year, so they're a perennial delight. That's what I call it. I invite you to come out, join us, enjoy yourself, and learn what is good and how this garden operates year-round.
I'm going to talk about the meditation garden as a wildlife habitat. When we built the meditation garden, it was with the stipulation that we would be able to use it as a wildlife habitat. Now, what does that mean? There are 4 features in a wildlife habitat that are essential. You have to provide water for the animals, shelter, food, and a place for them to raise their young. So if you look around the garden, you'll see intentionally we have stacked some weeds and some plants to provide a place for the animals to raise their young. In the back of the meditation garden, we have a water feature. In the back of the meditation garden, we have a water feature so that the animals, the birds, the rabbits, the squirrels, the deer can all come and get water.